I know. Who would be stupid enough to take sketchy dick enhancement pills? Who would believe something that would promise to double the size of your penis on a cheesy looking pop-up ad that comes on when you're just about to spray a load on your already sticky phone screen? Well, I was that dumb. It might have been the fact that it was just $12 for 90 pills, or maybe it was the momentary shame I felt after I accidentally climaxed with a gigantic dick in the middle of my phone screen. Oh well. I used my card to order 90 pills and walked out of the employee bathroom. Don't judge me, you'll get our urges. Only some of us are brave enough to relieve ourselves no matter where we are. I feel like I've talked about myself enough, but I guess I should tell you guys the essentials. I'm a 32-year-old virgin, and even though I am on the ugly side, I blame it on the fact that I have a 3-inch penis. Yeah. I have heard it isn't about how big it is, it's all about how I work with it. But damn, this little midget of a penis could hardly do much work under any circumstance. I work at a small office, but I don't really have any sort of job title. To put it simply, I'm everybody's bottom at work. You need a coffee? We ran out of toilet paper at the company? You need someone to chew your food and feed you like a bird? That will be covered by me. Of course, I have had a couple of dates here and there, but almost every single one of them ended terribly. One person actually ended up going out with me for a couple of months, but I found out she was cheating on me when the cops showed up at my house and said the owner of the house was found dead in a car with another man. They ran into our house, and when the cops got there, they saw that the man's member was bitten off and still halfway down her throat. Tragic. Anyways, I'm getting off track. It really doesn't matter anyway. I'm probably going to die soon. The pills got to my house 2 days ago. It was sent to me in a small pink box, and feeling like a loser more than anything, I opened the box and let the little bottle of pills drop onto my lap. It was a small white bottle with a little sticker placed in the middle. Max Best Growth was written on the sticker, and a crudely drawn small hand with a thumb sticking up was in the bottom of the bottle. After questioning everything about my life, I let out a sigh, opened it, and stared at the small yellow pills. Besides the fact that every single pill was a different shape, it smelled like 2-day-old pee. Without giving it much thought, I took 3 pills out of the bottle and swallowed them down with a mouthful of Coke. Let me tell you what, that stuff worked within 30 minutes after I took the pills. I started to feel a sort of tickle down in my unused lovemaker, and it kind of felt like I was getting hard. On impulse, I stuck my hand down in my pants and realized it was noticeably bigger. In front of my open window, I dropped my pants down and looked. Hell yeah, it was definitely bigger. I was so happy and feeling greedy. I grabbed 2 more pills. That night, I fell asleep around 5 in the morning. Usually I would sleep earlier, but I was ready to meet a couple of ladies I had my eye on. Well, one lady in particular, Rona, who worked at a local McDonald's. The next morning, I woke up and saw that it was now almost 6 inches. I thought about taking a couple more pills, but decided against it. Within 20 minutes, I took a shower, got dressed, and ran out of the door. As soon as I walked inside of McDonald's, I had to pause for a second. God, she looked so perfect to me. And she always gave me the most beautiful smile every time I placed my order with her. I started to grow nervous, but I shook my head a couple of times and walked inside with newfound confidence. When she asked me what I wanted to order, I told her a number 3 combo and a chance to take her out to dinner. Normally, I wouldn't say such cheesy stuff like that, but hell, there wasn't much I could lose. Surprisingly, she let out a small laugh and said she was free the next day after 8 PM. I told her I would pick her up after she got off of work right at 8. She gave me a little wave while I walked out the door, and I felt happier than I have felt in a long time. That's when things took a turn for the worse. I went back home, watched a couple of movies. Once I got bored, I took 2 more pills and decided to take a short nap. I woke up and saw that I had the biggest erection. I mean, porn star sized erection. But the thing was, I didn't feel aroused at all. I tried to settle down and ease out of the erection, but it just wouldn't go down. I took a couple of deep breaths and grabbed the box the pills came in. I looked all over the box, but the only thing that was written on it was my name and my address. I threw it down on the ground in disgust and tried to wait my erection out. After 5 hours, I really started to get worried. A small, dull pain started to erupt all over my overgrown baby maker, and the pain only got worse as the minutes started to pass. I knew I needed to go to a doctor, but honestly, I felt so embarrassed about the fact that I would have to tell them I have had an erection that has lasted for far too long because I took dick growth pills. I decided to wait it out. That was the biggest mistake I've ever made. This morning, I woke up. I still had this goddamn erection. The pain was damn near unbearable. I barely got out of bed and managed to duck walk over to the living room and sat on my couch. I grabbed my phone off of the table and called 911. As soon as I got to the hospital, the doctor gave me a shot on my dick. It hurt like hell and didn't help lower it down at all. He told me to wait a little longer, and if it doesn't go down within the next couple of minutes, he would have to give me a closer examination. He walked out, and that's when they started to come out. At first, it felt like something was tickling the inside of my penis, but soon became the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. Like parts of my dick was ripping open. I didn't want to look down, but I had to. The second I looked down, I saw what looked like worms eating their way out of several spots in my now ruined future generations. I lost my mind. With my index finger and thumb, I tried digging the worms out, but no matter how hard I tugged at the bodies of the worms, they only dug in deeper. I know this is going to sound gross, but I was desperate. I grabbed a small pair of scissors off of the doctor's desk and tried cutting around the worms. Blood was all over my hands, all along bits of my dick, but I couldn't get a single worm out. I woke back up and immediately felt them all over my body, deep inside, sharp pains coming from all over. But the pain comes predominantly from, well, you know. The doctor gave me an x-ray and said there are around 200 to 300 of them in my body currently. No one has any idea what they are or where they came from. I guess it's about time to fess up about taking those damn pills. A little humiliation to save my life, I guess. I let Rona know I wouldn't be able to make it to the date. She asked me why, and I told her I was feeling a little sick. Maybe, just maybe, I can take her out on a date. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have cared how small my dick was.